to another 2-hour pain sesh. Everton versus Newcastle United today. Welcome to another 2 hours of absolute pain ahead today as we face off against Newcastle United at St. James's Park. If you're ready for another 2 hours of pain and misery, then welcome to the live stream, where the rawest elements of football watching is going to be in full show for everyone. Yeah, blanket back there. That's how unprepared I am for all this shit. Like, blanket back there. That's how much I don't care about this now after Man United. And we are watching as the squad is marching out onto the St. James's Park pitch. As you can see also, my shirt has changed. 1995 FA Cup final. Back to the 1995 FA Cup final shirt. And here we have today's lineups. Eddie Howe's Newcastle side. He's starting up with Nick Pope in goal. And in defense, we have Kieran Trippier, Malik Thiaw, Dan Burn, and Lewis Hall. In midfield, we have Jacob Ramsey, Sandro Tonali, and Joelinton. And in the attack, we have Anthony Elanga, the Rat Bastard, and Nick Voltemade. And here we have our lineup for today. Another pain session incoming. Jordan Pickford back in goal. Sunderland man. In defense, we have O'Brien, Tarkowski, Branthwaite, and Mikolenko. Not our best lineup. James Garner and Idrissa Gueye. Not gonna lie, Tyreek George or Harrison Armstrong should have started. And here we have Dwight McNeil and Dewsbury Hall and Ndiaye in the midfield there. And Beto is striker. Oh, we're fucked. Oh, we are fucked. Okay. Oh, we are fucked. Like, remember just how quickly Malik Thiaw scored when we was at home, And here we have kickoff. Dan Burn is just... Dan Burn is just a fucking tank of a person. No, the fuck they ain't. Brian launches it, but... Of course Dan Burn was gonna clear that away. Man is built like Shaquille O'Neal. Okay. And you know, we are also bound to see boos coming for Anthony Gordon. Be sure to boo the fuck out of that rat bastard, yeah? 56% chance for a win, Newcastle. I think that will be 100. It's the most pessimistic I've been this season because the the performances that Moyes has been, pulling off is diabolical. And not in a good way. McNeil. I remember the days we used to call him McMessy. Now he's McWashed. Like, like it would be, I don't know, like I don't know why, but it would be kind of funny if the first time if we lose 3 games in a row in a year is also David Moyes' last 3 games for this club, bro. Like, you know, because if we lose this as well, he gotta go. This brother is built like Shaquille O'Neal. How are we going to win against him? Yo, can't watch the game. Dodgy apps fucked. This silence is worrying. I'm just being silent because there's literally nothing of note to watch, but it's in DI. I. First attempt of the game, though. And Jai with the run up just need to improve a little bit of finishing. My eyes may look dead, but that's just me, you know. I always like if I cover my face, I always look dead inside. Can't watch the game. The dodgy apps fucked. The dodgy fire stick is gone over. Then, you know, we should get a result here. If we do, then that's gonna be the duality of David Moyes, isn't it? You know, shit at home and good away, but that's not the duality of Moyes. That's the duality of this club. The internet once again. Oh yeah, the shit internet. 600, huh? £600? Skies it, McNeil. Apparently they're trying to get a closer internet box or something for their area. Jesus. Never get internet from the company 3. 3 internet. Yes, you are. Yeah. But it's Joe Linton with their everyone is in there, Lewis Hall. But it is successfully defended. Second ball there is Joe Linton. Joe Linton. Three is apparently the fastest internet in the UK. Oh man, you are so cooked. If that is the fastest internet that the UK can afford, then oh, I only know it from Chelsea 21-22. Football fans, we all know that from Chelsea, innit? Romelu Lukaku doing the interview that Inter was better, innit? In South Korea, we have one of the fastest internet in the entire world, like top 5. And it's Anthony Gordon to Joe Linton. Skies it! Joe Linton! It's EE in my opinion. Yeah, I know it stands for something, but I can't, step away from the fact that that company's literally in like Michael Jackson in it. And there it is. Kicks it away. Jordan Pickford. Lot of Dan Burn is diabolical. Who remembers Bwin? Who remembers Bwin, brev? Bro, is this the Real Madrid sponsor? I think Kaká wore a Real Madrid shirt with Bwin attached on it. They didn't they? Or was that Ben Q? Real Madrid and AC Milan. Did AC Milan also get sponsored by Bwin? I thought they were Fly Emirates since like ages ago. Oh my god, they did. And that's also a Kaká jersey too. We lost. Local team didn't get a good result to be very. We lost 3-0. Oh, I thought you said 9-3 and I was like hella confused there. Lobrecht FC. Northern Premier League 25-26. To shock my wife. Oh yeah, 3-0 there. So at least I don't complain about internet. Maybe I should be blessing. You should. I ain't gonna lie. You should. Yeah, I have the Kaka B-win kid. Emirates was 15-16 Milan. I don't know why, but I only remember the Fly Emirates kid from Milan because of fucking Mario Balotelli. We have 2 attempts and possession is quite equal actually. Berry fans attacked our fans. They threw a can of beer at us and hit a 75-year-old man in the head, and he wasn't even doing nothing. It's non-league. Brother, it's non-league. Non-league has some crazy fans out there. You know? Like, non-league has some crazy fans out there, you know? You know, they're not Turkish football fan level, but still they're pretty crazy. There wasn't even police present. $1,286 there, no police. You know, the Popo doesn't care about those things. They only care about, you know, beating black people to death. And Jai forward, but it is cleared away. But it is a corner. Corner. Love the Scottish accent. And that's our first corner of the day. First corner of the afternoon. We had to call them after they refused to leave our ground and after getting kicked out. Go here, went to the hospital. I hope he's okay though, because at 75, a direct hit to the head, that could be fatal. And it's Garner with the corner. Ahoy! Branthwaite! 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 Come on! It is a goal! We are here! It is Branthwaite! It is Branthwaite! Jared Branthwaite! The boy from Carlisle! He's done it! He's done it! On this special day for us, the last day of February, I just remembered about my scarf. He's back. Time to pull the scarf out, lads. Time to pull this out. Eh? Time to pull the glorious Everton scarf out, lads. He's back. He's back, ladies and gentlemen, and all people. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Back again. Jared's back. Tell a friend. Jared just pulled up like, now this looks like a job for me. Rolls Royce of a player. Rolls Royce of a player, true, yeah. And that is, of course, a foul. Guess who's back? Jared's back. Guess who's back? Jared's back. 5 months out. And he's back swinging. So tell a lad, tell the lassies, tell the Blues that we are back. Bro, I thought fucking, you know, Diego Simeone and Sergio Ramos mixed together was in that dugout for Newcastle. This new shirt, the main problem was, I didn't clear out the shirt. But it's Donali with the move up, one through header last season here. We did. Charlie Alcaraz, wasn't it? But it's Alanga. Anthony Gordon is cleared away by McNeil. And it's Mikolenko. One through header last season here. It was Charlie Alcaraz, wasn't it? Charlie Alcaraz, if I remember correctly. Jordan Pickford. Pickford with a long one there. And it's Njai. Still a man down here. Oh, slips. Njai slips. And it's an opportunity for Newcastle. And it's Joe Linton. Oh, Malik Thiaw, man. Scored 2 goals against us. 4-1 destruction here. Newcastle once again on the attack. But it's Branthwaite to clear it away. And it is a throw for Newcastle. Kieran Trippier. Dead pixels in the scope, in the ad boards for St James's Park. And it's Trippier with the throw. A lot of blue touching the ball. Blue balls. Newcastle trying to make an attacking opportunity there, but cleared away. Beto, can he catch up to it? Yes, he can, but he skillfully passes it back towards Njai. Njai tries to pass it side, but the rat bastard is there to clear it away. Looking like Fortnite default character. Jordan Pickford towards Tarkowski. The goal that happened midweek against Man United, that was a lot of it was Tarkowski's fault, not gonna lie. And Keane didn't do that good as well, so that's the reason Branthwaite's there. O'Brien is offside and expecting the flag. Given away. Dewsbury all, but he is knocked down. But it's a Newcastle opportunity again. And it's cleared away by Ghana. There it is. Nice save from Jordan Pickford. Gonna go. I want to watch the footy without lag. Okay then, see you there. Hope to see you soon. Concerning for them, that's for sure. Not really much activity going on, and fair play to that because we don't want any activity going on, and that is a WWE smackdown there. As Sandro Tonali with the ball. And Elanga, nice save by Pickford. Joe Linton again. Joe Linton always with the ball for Newcastle. Ramsey. And it's the equaliser from Newcastle by Jacob Ramsey. Oh, it's a Branthwaite's own goal. It seems to be... Oh yeah, it is currently said Jacob Ramsey own goal. So it's a Jacob Ramsey goal, it says. It is not a Branthwaite's own goal currently. But the status might have changed. But it is a Jacob Ramsey goal. And we need to score before this half ends. We need to score before this half ends. That should be the goal. To Beto. And it's McNeil. Saved by Pope. Beto! You beauty! Beto, you beauty! Beto, you beauty! Absolute cinema going on here. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema going on here with Beto. Look at that tap-in. The mother of all tap-ins to take us to the lead. You know. McNeil kicks. McNeil shoots it. Nick Pope saves it. But he is, he is distracted. And using that time, Beto is able to run up, tap it in. And it only took 105 seconds to regain the lead. 105 seconds. Nicely done. But Newcastle could equalise. It is not. It is not. Yes, sir. And it is, but it is a corner for Newcastle. Nicely headed out by Beto. Elanga. Can we keep it out? And it could be in, but it is saved. Pickford saves. But Newcastle again with the run-up. Joe Linton. And it's Lewis Hall. Can we defend it? Hall with the cross. But it is headed out. Yes, sir. And it's the rat bastard against O'Brien. And he successfully distracts him. And over, but to Lewis Hall. Successful deflection. And it's another corner. But it is very good. It was Trippier. Successful deflection. And it's corner after corner after corner. And it's Njai running up. Tries to pass it back to Gay. Idrissa Gay. But goes after. Yes. Clear field. Elanga. Two minutes. Two minutes of added time. 2 minutes. But it's an opportunity. Lewis Hall skies it. Skies it. Nice. Far from it, certainly you could say that. And there it is. And there it is. It is half time today. It is half time for the match. Newcastle 1, Everton 2. A very fast goal from Jared Branthwaite for a corner, which was swiftly equalised by Jacob Ramsey. But then even swiftly, is that even a word? Swiftly? Even swiftly, within 105 seconds, equalised by, revoked again by Beto. Yes, Beto scored within 105 seconds of Jacob Ramsey scoring that goal. Just letting the clock run to 48 so that I can reset it better. There it is. So here's the stance at half-time. We are leading 2-1. Nice performance. If we could just continue that performance for even a tiny bit, that would be great. And with this little bit of hope in us that we will do it, see you in the second half. Welcome back to, 45 minutes of slightly less pain session. Eventful is a choice. Yes. Apparently waiting on something. Kickoff has been delayed due to an issue with Jacob Ramsey. And it will be a substitution right before kickoff for Newcastle. An emergency substitution, Jacob Ramsey to come off for Joe Willock. And with the issue cleared, it is kickoff. No, it is not kickoff. Redacted. Message retracted. It is the kickoff of the second half. Here we go. Ooh. Dwight McNeil with the shot. Saved by Pope. Beto. It's a challenge. Corner. And it could be a penalty. VAR is checking for penalty. Yeah, the challenge was... And no penalty. No penalty. It is just a corner for Everton. And the corner saved by Nick Pope. Garner gets a head on it. And it is gone out. And Garner has been pushed. Slap on the ass there to rub it in. And let's see that angle again. Disgraceful foul from them. Tonali just shoves him. Shoves him down. What is it? And it is a yellow card for Dewsbury Hall. And let's see. Dewsbury Hall nowhere near the ball. Nowhere near the ball. And it is a yellow card. Trippier skies it. Double substitution for Newcastle. And Pickford to kick. Chaos going on, but it's Dewsbury Hall. It's McNeil. Blocked. But can Mykolenko get to it? Yes, he can, but it's quickly dispossessed. But it's onto Ndiaye back now. Ndiaye, can he manage to do it? Ndiaye! He's escaped, but he's being man-marked. Back to Mykolenko, and it's Ghana. Dewsbury Hall. Almost. But it is very swift. Swift. Tonali blocked. And it's Idrissa Gueye back towards the defense. Harvey Barnes running down again. Ahoy! But it's a Newcastle corner. Tonali clears away. Tonali cleared away by Branthwaite. Don't concede, Anthony Gordon. Ahoy! Oh, oh, whoa. But Lewis Hall again. But here is it. Very hairy, squeaky bum time. Yellow card there. Trippier. In. Newcastle still on the attack. And it's blocked. Newcastle much on the attacking opportunity in the second half. As we have well past the hour mark. My local have Everton U21 on Wednesday. What do I do? Ooh, that is... Oh, Um... Tall men fighting here. It's Dan Burn versus Jake O'Brien. My local have Everton U21 Wednesday. Oh, that is a dilemma right there. That is a very big dilemma. Beto. Beto. Oh! 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 Should I just be a neutral? I might just be neutral, yeah. Yeah, that's the safe bet. That's the safe bet. But it's back on the other end. Ahoy! Oh, here it is. Newcastle with still the attacking opportunity. Ghana. Another yellow card. Ghana gets a yellow card. Not a second yellow, though. Yes, getting takeaway. Mother won't let me get a milkshake. They £6 for a milkshake. What? What? £6? Game's gone. Should be a... Oh! Pickford. Could it be? It is skied! Oh, skied. She's just such a baby. Refused to play with her curl eye leg. She's literally gripping my hand, so I push her off me. Now she crying. Way. I don't know why, but I feel like that's kind of very natural in it. What I am seeing right now is possibly the most unstoppable force versus immovable object moment ever. And there it is, the Beto Barry sub. The classic Beto Barry sub. Johan Visa substituted on. Oh no. Oh no. Are we gonna get fucked over? Please don't tell me. We're gonna get fucked over. Cry foul. Fucking hell. Cleared already? Yes. Heading towards the last 10. Newcastle on the mood. Tarkovsky clears it again. That's the spirit. Because he doesn't need to. And there it is, Armstrong coming on. Harrison Armstrong coming in there. Again, Newcastle has been absolutely dominant this half, but they haven't been able to score a goal. Ah! Newcastle have equalised. And it is Newcastle 2, Everton 2. Enjoy. Dewsbury Hall. Hey! We've gone ahead! We've gone ahead! We've gone ahead! We've gone ahead! Oh my god! Do not scratch your eyes! We are ahead! He's rolled himself into the goal! He scored himself with the ball! Oh, that's a yellow card. Yeah, that's a foul. That is a foul. That is a foul. What is going on? What is going on here? 73 seconds between the equaliser and the goal. Newcastle's been bummed by Barry. Yes, they have been bummed by Barry. Oh, fuck. Michael Keys coming on. Well, that's our lead gone. Rat bastard's now fucked off, eh? Yes, sir. But Newcastle descending. Newcastle descending, looking for an attacking opportunity. And it's given away. And it's Idrissa Gueye towards Dewsbury Hall, safely surrounded by 3 man. Unfortunate. But he's down. And why is Dan Burn doing that? It is cinema. And that is a booking for Dan Burn. Or Lewis Hall. It is one of the craziest matches that I've seen in a long time. Keno's coming on. Fucking hell. We're done for. We are done for. And there is a booking for Dan Burn. Dan Burn has been booked. And there will be the substitution. Dewsbury Hall has been subbed off for Michael Keane. We now have 4 centre-backs on the pitch. Four centre-backs on the pitch. Goal kick. And we don't want it. And we don't want them to dig themselves out this hole because that is crazy. 1 minute left, lads. Hold on. Let's hold it on. Well done, Kiernan. Yeah, can we get a round of applause for Kiernan Dewsbury Hall? But it is Idrissa Gueye towards Njai. Towards Gueye. Nacton back to Njai. Njai slips away. Slot Keno up top. We should be. 6 minutes? Fuck. 6 minutes. What is this? No. 6 minutes of added time. 6 minutes. And it could be Barry trying to get something in again, but deflected. Newcastle desperately need to go upfield, and upfield is exactly where they're going. Upfield is... 6 minutes of added time. Can we just get our condolences in for our lead here? 4 minutes left. We need to hold on, lads. Hold on for 4 minutes. We need to hold on a third of the way in. Third of the way in, lads. Hold on. Yes. Yes, sir. But Newcastle going back. Easy save for Pickford. The Sunderland man. The Sunderland man thoroughly enjoying his time here. Burn to Barnes. Sounds like. Malik Chow. And Joe Linton. Joe Linton's... Oh! Oh! I thought that went in! I thought that went in! Oh my god! Oh my god, I thought that went in! Oh my god! Let's look at this. Let's look at it again. Oh my god. Oh my days! Look at that save! Look at the save! Look at the save! England's number one for a reason, Mr. Jordan Pickford. Yes! Referee says no, but penalty check. You cannot do that. There's gonna be a yellow card coming. And it seems to be a yellow card for Barry. It is. Yes, no penalty. Yeah, that is accidental. 100% accidental. He even does this. He even does this, saying that it's not a handball. Why are you whining for a handball? 30 seconds, lads. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. A free kick for Newcastle because, well, Barry decided to be stupid. And it's a quick one. It might be enough. It might be enough. Let's see. My voice is almost gone. My voice is almost gone, and it's a yellow card for Lewis Hall. Pickford! Unless they stage a mad equaliser, it will be over for Newcastle United. Descending down, but he is there. Yes, sir. Harrison Armstrong. But Newcastle with another opportunity will there be time? No. And it is! It is! It is! It is! Full time! Newcastle 2, Everton 3! Oh man, this is the moment that we have all been waiting for. It is final. This is the moment we have been waiting for. A solid win for Everton. Player of the match, Mr. Norberto Betunsal, aka Beto. Norberto Betunsal, Beto, with an 8.8 masterclass, one of the most difficult away games in the league, and we win. You see, we're good away. That's the thing. We are wonderful away. And as you can see, massive spikes there for the attacking opportunity. 34%, 2.13 XG, and we've scored 3. We now move up to 8th. Brentford currently winning against Burnley. Liverpool winning solidly against West Ham. And even if Brentford lost, they would still be ahead of us on goal difference. We are now 8th place. Yes, sir. 8th place in the Premier League. What a wonderful, wonderful match. You know, one of the most cinematic matches that I have seen. Cinematic. Absolutely deserving of this beauty. Absolutely deserving of this beauty. Absolute cinema has just occurred here at St. James's Park. It is an important win on an important day, because today is March 1st, at least in Korea, because it is 2 in the morning. Generational. It is absolute cinema that we just seen here. 105 and 73 seconds respectively between the equalizer and the winner. This is what we call absolute cinema. You will never see anything like it until we play next away from home. Ain't that the truth? If we can play like this at the Hill Dickey, we'll be golden. We genuinely be title contenders if we could play like this at the Hill Dickinson. Like, if we could play this well at the Dick, then we would genuinely be title contenders. It saved it saved us. Absolutely. It saved us. You know? The results and the ratings are pouring in, and I think I need to just show you the funniest thing that I have seen all day. Because Jordan Pickford is a 5.9. Like, let's look at the FODMOB ratings. Like, look at the FODMOB ratings. This is for our squad. As you can see, Focus Suka. If I think you probably can't see anything. You can't see shit. But if you see there, Pickford is rated a 5.9 only because he ain't do shit. Alright? He didn't have to do anything. And like according to Pickford, like according to FODMOB, he didn't have to do anything, even though he made massive saves to save the game. If it wasn't for Pickford, we would have been dead and buried. But why FODMOB have genuinely rated him 5.9 is crazy, especially when you consider the fact, look at Newcastle's lineup. Nick Pope is 5.0. Nick Pope is 5.0. You can't see anything because it can't focus, but there it is. Nick Pope is 5.0. Without Pickford, we'd be a championship side. We'd be a League One side. Not gonna lie. James Tarkowski, 6.9. Jake O'Brien, 6.8. Idrissa Gana Gay, 6.9. James Garner, 7.8. Iliman Ndiaye, 7.7. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, 8.3. Dwight McNeil, 6.9. And Norberto Beto Betunsal, 8.8. By the way, Barry got a 7.1. Decent. We're just so blessed that we have Pickford in this team. Disrespectful to the whole organization. Yeah, how Pickford got a 5.9 from that generational performance is absolutely beyond me. Like, how did this man deserve a 5.9? He conceded 2 goals, yes, but that's not the point here. The point is that we have won the match. Football and Newcastle Eben Tyne are just jealous of our swag. They are kind of jealous of our swag, not gonna lie. Like, I use FODMOB, and this is disgraceful. And also, I keep like Newcastle Eben United. Newcastle Ebentine actually makes more sense considering the fact that Eben means son in Arabic. So Newcastle, son of Tyne, you know. And I've constantly stated that today, the current date here in South Korea, March the 1st. I've consistently said that. Yeah, then we're going back to Newcastle Eventine. Because that just makes sense. You know? It makes sense when you consider the, Arabic meaning of Eben. I keep saying that today's date, March the 1st, is an important date for me because, like, not just for me, favorite player, just favorite. Like, March the 1st is important for me because, as you all know, even from my channel name, I am a Korean citizen. I am a citizen of South Korea and I am proud of it. And March the 1st was the day that 107 years ago, on March the 1st, 1919, when we were under the when we were a colony of Japan, 2.5 million of our people rose up against the Japanese in order to get our independence back. And that is what we call the March 1st movement, the largest independence movement in Korea's history. And it would be fitting that we win such an important match on such an important day because, it is symbolic. Without the efforts of those people out there, this country would not exist. Imperial Japan, high-key one of the most worst oppressors in history. Yes, sir! Preach! And as a Korean citizen, that this day is important, and it is important. It is so important that March the 1st is actually a national holiday in South Korea. And, well, I have pulled up the glorious flag of our nation, an older variant of which was flown back during March the 1st, 1919. And this flag, this nation, our people would not exist. Our identity as a Korean would not exist if it was not for the 2.5 million people who bravely rose up against the brutal oppression of Imperial Japan and called for Korean independence, shouting 대한 독립 만세. And, well, as a, fitting final farewell to this, and as a fitting, last action for this stream, to the melody of Auld Lang Syne, which was the original melody, I sing the South Korean anthem. The most important thing is that you stood as a nation. Yes, it is. And as a very much fitting final farewell to this stream, I will be singing the exact South Korean anthem that those people sang on March the 1st, 1919. 동해물과 백두산이 마르고 닳도록 하느님이 보호하사 우리나라 만세. 무궁화 삼천리 화려강산 대한사랑 대한으로 길이 보전하세. 107 years since that day, and our identity is just as strong as back then. And that is the most important part, lads. Keep the identity, and everything shall follow with it. And with that, it is time to end the stream. Because we all need time to process the win. I need time to, get my hopes up and, get this patriotism flowing as March the 1st is here. And, well, I hope you had fun watching the stream. Absolute cinema of a match. And, well, for me as a Ukrainian, something since is actual. Yeah, and as a Ukrainian especially, you also, and your people also were oppressed by, foreign powers for a very long time. Like, for example, under the Russians for 450 odd years. And even today, the nation fighting a war against Russia and holding on even by a single thread and not, surrendering to the power that surrendering to the nation that used to occupy your people for 450 years. That is what I call the Ukrainian spirit. The spirit of Ukraine is something else. And, I hope Ukraine persists for years and years to come. Slava Ukraini! Slava Ukraini to all of the Ukrainian people out there, the Ukrainian brothers. Yeah, because we can relate to the trials and tribulations that you have previously faced and are facing now. Slava Ukraini, Heroyam Slava. With that row of patriotism out the way, especially in such times as, we've just had the 4 years since the beginning of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and also the 107th anniversary of the March 1st movement. You know, it's always good to have a little, proudness towards your country, but not too much because that is nationalism. Everything in moderation, as, people say. And, be happy be happy in moderation, because if you're too happy, then you go mad. Everything in moderation. And that is all that matters. And lads, keep the high hopes. Keep the high hopes going, but not too much. Because we've still got things to do and things to see. And that thing to see is the midweek match against Burnley. So, yeah, I'll see you next week in the midweek, when we play Burnley at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. Hopefully we win. And with that, I will see you all when that comes, and have a great rest of your day, my people, and it is goodbye from me.